So hello guys, you are watching Dumb Football Reviews. Today I am alone without Ahmed, making a video on a very special topic, a topic which creates a storm on my page because when I uploaded a picture and uploaded a 25 players list ranked by ESPN, especially that these are the 25 best players of 21st century. 21st century means in last 24 years. First of all, I want to say that I don't agree with this list, but this list is consist of elite players, the best players of this generation. We know all the 25 players I have. We know that these are the best players and they are the top ranked players of last 24 years. But there are more 25 players, a list which I have created to share with you, because when I shared the post on the page, more than 1000 comments, more than 1000 reactions came on this post, saying to me that this post is fake, this is not properly researched, a racist list because no black player, no player from Africa is in the list. So it actually bound me to make a video on it and to share those 25 players which the football fans believe must be in the list. But before that, I must share the list of those 25 players ranked by ESPN, the best 25 players of this century, of last 24 years. And that starts with number 1, Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, Henry, Zidane, Luka Modric, Mbappe, Iniesta, Xavi, Ronaldo Nazario of Brazil, Ronaldinho, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Kevin De Bruyne, Toni Kroos, Sergio Ramos, Carlos Puyol, Karim Benzema, Sergio Busquets, above Robert Lewandowski, Kaká, Neymar, Pirlo, Wayne Rooney, Vieira, Luis Suarez and Buffon. So, what I am thinking about these 25 players is all these 25 players which I have named, we know these are the big legends of football. None of the single player of these 25 players is a player we should say that he must not be in the 25. But the matter of fact is that we all must be and should be disagree with the order of these players. That how Henry is number 3, not Zidane, not Luis Suarez, not Benzema. I mean, if we rank these players with the number of Ballon d'Ors, then Ronaldo 9 of Brazil must be number 3, Ronaldinho must be number 3. Why not Xavi, Iniesta? We must and we may disagree with that order, but the name of players which I have taken right now, they all are the elite players. They all are the players which we know are the best players of last 25 years. But there are more 25-26 players not mentioned by ESPN in this list, which I believe should be in the list. But if they will be in the list, then who will be replaced? That will you decide. Definitely, the fans will decide that who will not be in the list and should be in the list. But it is my responsibility because I do want to see many names which I love in the list, which is actually missing, not just the one player, but there are list of players. So without wasting any time, let me tell you the name of players which I have researched and taken out and considered as the best 25 players of last 24 years, and they should be in the list, and where you will decide which order they should be in. But right now, for me, in these best 24 players, they should be there. Let me start telling you because I have researched, I have taken it out. So the player which I love before Lionel Messi was Frank Lampard. I believe Frank Lampard should be in the list. Frank Lampard is the player, because I do not know the criteria why ESPN have chosen these 25 players. Are these players consist of those attributes that these players have actually achieved equally in club and with the country and with the personal achievements? Or because if this is the matter, then Buffon haven't won the UEFA Champions League. What is he doing in the list? And if the same thing continues, then why Luka Modric is in the list? And if only club does matter, then there are so many players which will be missing because there are so many players who have won a lot with the clubs. And if only international matters, then again why Luka Modric is there, and there are so many players. Why Wayne Rooney is there? Because England haven't won anything in international. England haven't won it, not a Euro, not a World Cup, anything which England can play. They are not winning it with Wayne Rooney, without Wayne Rooney. So why is he in the list? So let me start with the first player, Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard is a player who have the highest goal. He have scored more than 200 goals for Chelsea. Is it a joke? You haven't named me one player. I am telling you, name me one player who scored more than 200 goals and he's a midfielder. I am telling you, you cannot name anyone. The second player which I believe should be in the list is Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard is the player who I believe should be in the list. He is the biggest legend of Liverpool, winning the Champions League in 2005. Uh, I totally believe that he should be in the list. Fernando Torres is the third player because Fernando Torres is the in the squad of Liverpool, that mighty Liverpool who won the Champions League, and then he won the Euro in 2008. Then he won the World Cup in 2012. Then he won the Euro in 2012. Then he won the Champions League with Chelsea in 2012. Then he won the Europa League in 2012 with Chelsea and 2013. Then why Fernando Torres is missing? The question must be asked. Fourth player is Didier Drogba. We all know the legend of Didier Drogba, that Didier Drogba should be in the list. If any black player, there are so many black players who should be in the list, but if there is any one who can top the list, that should be Didier Drogba, but he's not in the list, unfortunately. Salah. We all know what Salah is doing with Egypt, with Liverpool. He won the Premier League, the first Premier League Liverpool have won after so many years, maybe after 30 years. And Salah was a part of it, the integral part of that Liverpool team. And he missed out the list. He won the Champions League with Liverpool. And I do not know the reason why Salah is not there. Tevez, maybe you guys may disagree that Tevez is not should be in the list of 25 best players, but Tevez has some legendary numbers and achievements, personal records, performances. And if not Tevez, then why not Aguero? Sergio Aguero is the biggest legend of Manchester City right now. What Manchester City is right now is because of the foundation what Sergio Aguero actually started back in 2009 and 10. We all know that. 2011, not 10. After that, same from Man City, Silva. He achieved with Man City, with Spain. I do not know why he missed the list. Eden Hazard from Chelsea. Eden Hazard, we all know Eden Hazard. He used to be named as the third best player after Lionel Messi and Ronaldo back in 2012 and 13. We all know that. And he actually played with the same way. He used to be he got the highest man of the matches after Lionel Messi in the Europe best top 5 leagues. He won the Europa with Chelsea. He had some big moments with Belgium also. Maybe better, not better than Luka Modric, but they finished third in the 2014 or 18 World Cup, I guess. Ozil is missing in the list. Ozil won the World Cup in 2014, had some marvelous and huge achievements with Real Madrid and Arsenal. Ozil not being in the list, I think it's you decide. Thiago Silva, the defender. Thiago Silva is the only player who used to be in the FIFA player of FIFA best 11 almost every year from 2010-11. He used to be there all the time, but he's not in the list. I do not know why. Cavani, I think the third or fourth best striker of this generation. With Uruguay, with PSG, with Napoli, and with Manchester United. I think he missed out the big teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Chelsea, or Man City. He could not join any of those teams who used to win trophies. Otherwise, his names could be in the list who won Champions League or any big trophy also, but he missed that. And Kante, why not holding midfielder Kante? We all know the legends of Kante. He won the World Cup in 2018 and his part was important. He won the Premier League twice with Chelsea and with Leicester City. This should be ignored? He won the Champions League in 2021 with Chelsea. It should be ignored? I think this should not be. Number 14, not 14 in the list. Eto'o. Don't we know Eto'o? Eto'o is the only player with Didier Drogba whose name has been raised highest numbers in the comments by the followers in my page. That why Eto'o is not there. We all know what Eto'o have done in the football world. He won the treble with Barcelona in 2009. He won the treble with Inter Milan in 2010, and he missed the list. I mean, how on earth Eto'o could miss the list? He should be there. With the same, I believe Raul should be in the list. Harry Kane, he is one of the best players of the last 10 years. Easily, he is the best player of one of the best players of the last 10 years with Lewandowski. But Lewandowski is there because he used to play with Bayern Munich. Of course, you can achieve many things with Bayern Munich, but that cannot be with Tottenham. Marcelo, if we talking about defenders, why not Marcelo? We all know what he have achieved with Barcelona or Real Madrid. We all know that. His achievements, his contribution in those achievements. There is something that winning trophies, that's fine. But playing the integral and important part in those trophies winning, that's different, and Marcelo have done that. Number 18th, my list, Beckham. Why Beckham is the list? Is there an explanation of Beckham missing the list? Di Maria. We all know Ronaldo fans used to say that what Messi has achieved with the international team in the recent past is because of the Di Maria contribution. And Di Maria missed the list. I mean, that's insane. Xabi Alonso. Are you serious that Xabi Alonso is not in the list? A man who won the Champions League with Real Madrid, with Liverpool, winning international trophies with Spain. I think he missed the list. He should miss the list. I don't think so. But if you think, if ESPN can think, they must answer this. They must answer their fans who are following them. Personally, I believe the best defender of this generation is John Terry, and he missed the list too. The only English defender, the only defender who should be there with the number of goals he scored, with the huge numbers he had. We all know the legends of John Terry. He missed the list. He's not below Puyol and Sergio Ramos and any other. He missed the list actually. And two big names which I should take, and everybody was taking their names, Robin and Ribery. I think there is another robbery with Ribery by not taking his name in this list. We know the legends of these two players. How these two players have missed the list. I mean, come on. I mean, by taking these names, I think I'm ashaming ESPN. The next player is Bale. Why don't you consider Bale as the best player of last 24 of this last 24 years? Don't we know what he has achieved with Spurs, with Real Madrid, by winning Champions League? Don't you know that he has the account of 4 Champions League with Real Madrid, playing the important role, scoring in the finals, and the humongous numbers he has in the league? And you must know that his numbers are better than Zidane with Real Madrid. But Zidane is in the list. The keeper which I am talking about, that Buffon should not be in the list, but who should be in the list is Casillas. Because of the achievements, Champions League, Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, Euro 2012. Is it something you are ignoring? Is it something not an achievement for you? These are the biggest achievements of football in these recent past years. The list ESPN has created should not be identified as the best players of last 4 years. 24 years are too much to say. Müller of Germany, winning with Bayern Munich, winning with Germany. Is he not good enough to be in the list? Why? Because he do not have that PR team. And the highest and the best keeper, highly rated best keeper, for me the best keeper of last 24 years was Casillas. For me is Casillas, and with some reasons Peter Cech. Because Peter Cech didn't achieve something with his national team, so I won't take his name, but Casillas should be there. And if not Casillas, the keeper who should be in the list and considered as the best, Neuer of Germany and Bayern Munich, because he. So if no Casillas, then a keeper who should be in the list instead of Buffon is a person who won everything with the club, with the national team, and the only keeper of last 24 years who have been nominated in the top 3 for Ballon d'Or is Neuer. These are the players which I only don't think that should be in the list, but these are the names are commented by the followers on us. We all believe that these players should be in the list. So comment down and tell me that are you satisfied with the 26-27 players which I have taken, or are you satisfied with the ESPN's list? Thank you so much. Keep watching Dumb Football Reviews.